Libya's story begins long before recorded history. Its vast deserts hold secrets of prehistoric times. In the Caucasus, rock paintings reveal a greener Sahara, teeming with life. Giraffes, elephants, and crocodiles appear beside early hunter-gatherers. These early inhabitants were ancestors of the Berber peoples, known to ancient Egyptians as the Libu. Even the name Libya echoes these origins. Berbers adapted as the desert expanded, building caravan routes across the Sahara. They traded with the Nile Valley and sub-Saharan Africa, a crossroads of cultures in the making. Around 631 BC, Greek colonists from Thera arrived on Libya's coast. They founded Cyrene in lush Cyrenaica, sparking a vibrant Hellenic presence. Cyrene flourished, leading a pentapolis of Greek cities built on farming and trade. The region's fabled plant, silphium, was prized as seasoning and medicine. It was worth its weight in silver, so important it appeared on Cyrene's coinage. Coins depict its heart-shaped seed, and scenes of weighing and export. These coins circulated widely, linking Cyrenaica to the Mediterranean economy. Cyrene fostered philosophy. Aristippus, a student of Socrates, taught here, medicine and architecture. Its temples, tombs, and theaters still whisper of a sophisticated society, but prosperity attracted rivals. Ptolemaic Egypt to the east, rising Carthage to the west. Competition set the stage for the next great power, Rome. From caravans in the dunes to marble on the coast, Libya was already a crossroads, and its coins remain a tangible link to this Greek golden age. Soon, Roman order and Roman ambition would transform the land. After Carthage fell in 146 BC, Rome dominated North Africa. Cyrenaica came under Roman rule, formally annexed in 74 BC. Rome prized Tripolitania, Oea, Sabratha, and above all, Leptis Magna. Libya became a breadbasket of the empire. Leptis Magna blossomed into a major trans-Saharan hub. Gold, ivory, and exotic animals flowed north as Roman goods sailed south. Pottery, wine, and olive oil returned in exchange. Wealth funded grand temples, a forum, and a vast basilica. Local son Septimius Severus rose to emperor, lavishing projects on his hometown. His four-way arch still stands, celebrating victories and his 203 AD visit. Coins proclaim the Severan dynasty. Art fused Roman and African styles. For centuries, roads, aqueducts, and fortified farms secured prosperity. Grain and oil moved in vast quantities to Rome. Libya was vital to imperial supply lines. By the 4th century, crisis and raids eroded prosperity. Vandals carved a kingdom including Tripolitania, disrupting trade in cities. In 533, Belisarius restored imperial rule, but heavy taxes bred resentment. Byzantine grip held to the coast. Berber tribes stayed independent inland. In the mid-600s, Arab armies expanded with the new faith of Islam. By 642, Cyrenaica fell with little resistance. Tripolitania followed. New government, religion, language, and culture took root. Arabic replaced Latin and Greek. Libya joined the Arab-Islamic world, defining its identity for 14 centuries. After the conquest, Libya was governed as part of Ifriqiya under successive dynasties. Rule often came from Tunisia or Egypt. 11th century Bedouin migrations accelerated Arabization and nomadic lifeways. The coast was a frontier between competing North African powers. Corsairs preyed on Mediterranean trade, wealth and retaliation followed. Spain seized Tripoli, then handed it to the Knights of St. John. In 1551 the Ottomans took Tripoli, beginning centuries of rule. They organized 3 provinces, though control remained coastal. Janissaries held real power in Tripoli. In 1711, Ahmed Karamanli seized control, founding a semi-autonomous dynasty. Piracy drew conflicts with European powers and the young United States. 2 Barbary wars pitted America against North African states over tribute and seizures. By 1835, weakened Karamanli rule ended. The Ottomans reasserted direct control. Reform efforts met imperial decline and thin resources. Italy invaded in 1911, forcing Ottoman cession of Libya. Inland resistance was fierce. Omar al-Mukhtar led a decades-long guerrilla war. Italian repression was brutal. Concentration camps, public hangings, and fortified barriers. Cyrenaica suffered grievous losses. Al-Mukhtar was executed in 1931, becoming a national symbol. Colonization reshaped demographics and the built environment. World War II turned Libya into a major battlefield. By 1943, Axis forces were expelled. Allied rule yielded to a UN-backed path to independence, the Kingdom of Libya in 1951, under King Idris. One of the poorest nations at birth, Libya introduced the Libyan pound and relied on aid. until oil changed everything. In 1959, vast oil reserves were discovered, transforming Libya overnight. By the mid-1960s, exports surged and revenues soared. Infrastructure, education, housing, rapid development lifted living standards. But inequality, corruption, and Western ties fueled discontent. Young officers staged a bloodless coup while King Idris was abroad. Led by Captain Muammar Gaddafi, they declared the Libyan Arab Republic. They expelled colonists, shut foreign bases, and nationalized oil. Gaddafi rejected capitalism and communism, proposing a third universal theory. He proclaimed a Jamahiriya, state of the masses, but held ultimate power. The Libyan dinar replaced the pound. New notes carried regime iconography. Oil wealth funded ambitions that led to confrontation. Sanctions followed the Lockerbie bombing. In the 2000s, Gaddafi sought normalization. Oil flowed and the economy improved. But in 2011, protests spread. A violent crackdown escalated into civil war. A UN-backed NATO campaign tilted the war. Rebels took Tripoli and, in October, captured and killed Gaddafi. 42 years of rule ended. Hopes for democracy soared. A power vacuum emerged. Militias refused to disarm, vying for territory and resources. Elections formed a new government, but it struggled to assert control. By 2014, rival authorities ignited a second civil war. Foreign patrons turned Libya into a proxy battlefield. Years of conflict devastated infrastructure, choked oil income, and battered everyday life. A 2020 ceasefire and a unity government offered hope, yet disarmament and a stable constitution remain